The German U-boat that was attacked by a sea monster, the mystery of U-28. The ocean has always hidden secrets. Beneath the waves, in a world where sunlight disappears and pressure can crush steel, there are places humans were never meant to explore. For centuries, sailors have told stories of strange creatures lurking beneath the surface. Massive shadows moving through the darkness. Unknown animals rising from the deep. Encounters that seemed impossible. But one of the strangest stories did not come from an ancient legend. It came from the middle of a war. During the First World War, when German U-boats hunted beneath the waves of the Atlantic and the North Sea, one submarine crew claimed they witnessed something that challenged everything they knew about the ocean. A creature so enormous that it seemed impossible. A creature that appeared after a violent underwater battle. This is the mysterious story of German submarine U-28 and the sea monster encounter that has remained unexplained for more than a century. In 1915, the world was at war. The oceans had become battlefields. Hidden beneath the waves, German U-boats searched for enemy ships, waiting silently in the darkness before launching devastating attacks. These submarines were marvels of engineering, but they were also cramped, dangerous machines. Inside a U-boat, the crew lived surrounded by steel walls. The air was heavy. The engines were loud. Every sound from outside could mean danger. A submarine crew had to trust their equipment because they could not see the enemy coming. The ocean around them was a giant mystery. And on one mission in 1915, the crew of U-28 would discover something that was not supposed to exist. The final voyage of the SS Iberian. On July 30, 1915, the German submarine U-28 was operating in the North Atlantic. Commanded by Captain Georg Gunther Freiherr von Forstner, the submarine was searching for enemy vessels. During the patrol, the crew encountered the British steamship SS Iberian. The U-boat attacked. A torpedo struck the ship, causing severe damage. The Iberian began to sink, and the crew watched as the massive vessel disappeared beneath the waves. But what happened next was the part that would turn a normal naval encounter into one of the strangest maritime mysteries ever recorded. As the ship went down, something unexpected happened. The explosion and sinking created chaos beneath the surface. Pieces of the ship broke apart. Debris floated everywhere. Then, according to the crew of U-28, something enormous emerged from the water. The sailors aboard U-28 claimed that after the destruction of the ship, they saw a gigantic unknown creature rise near the wreckage. Descriptions of the creature varied, but witnesses reportedly described something resembling a huge sea animal. It was said to be around 20 meters long. The creature appeared to have a long body, strange movements, and an appearance unlike anything the sailors recognized. The most frightening part was not just its size. It was the timing. The creature appeared moments after the sinking, almost as if it had been disturbed from the depths by the explosion. The men aboard the submarine had seen whales, sharks, and other marine animals. They were experienced sailors. These were not people unfamiliar with the ocean. And yet, they believed they had witnessed something unknown. According to reports, the creature moved briefly near the wreckage before disappearing back into the dark water. A few moments later, there was nothing. Only waves. Only the remains of the destroyed ship. And a crew left wondering what they had actually seen. When the story became known, it attracted enormous attention. A German military report mentioned the strange sighting, although details were limited. Many people dismissed the account as a mistake. After all, sailors have always reported seeing mysterious things at sea. The ocean can distort perception. A large animal viewed through waves and smoke can appear much bigger than it really is. But others believe the U-28 crew had encountered something truly unusual. The question remained: what could create such a powerful impression on trained submarine officers? What was hiding beneath the waves? Theories behind the U-28 monster. One of the most common explanations is that the sailors encountered a giant squid. For centuries, stories of enormous tentacled creatures inspired legends of sea monsters. Modern science has confirmed that giant squid can reach impressive sizes, with some individuals growing over 10 meters long. But there is a problem. The creature described by the U-28 crew did not match a typical squid. There were no clear reports of tentacles. And a giant squid would likely not behave in the way described. Still, the deep ocean was far less understood in 1915, and a rare encounter with a massive squid remains one possible explanation. Another possibility is that the crew saw a known animal under unusual circumstances. Large whales, especially when injured or partially submerged, can appear completely different from the surface. A whale caught among wreckage, viewed from a distance, could create the impression of a strange monster. The ocean is also home to animals that humans rarely encounter. Even today, new marine species are discovered. The deep sea remains one of the least explored environments on Earth. The most exciting theory is also the most controversial. Some believe the U-28 crew encountered a surviving prehistoric creature. For decades, people have speculated that ancient marine reptiles such as pliosaurs and plesiosaurs could have survived in unexplored parts of the ocean. A long-necked creature rising from the depths has appeared in many sea monster legends. However, scientists have found no evidence that these animals survived beyond the age of dinosaurs. Still, the idea continues to capture the imagination. Because the ocean is vast, and what we know about it is still incomplete. The simplest explanation may be that the crew was mistaken. The sinking of a ship is a violent event. There would have been explosions, smoke, waves, debris, and confusion. The human brain is extremely good at finding patterns, especially during stressful situations. A damaged whale, floating wreckage, or another object may have been interpreted as a creature. This explanation is logical, but it does not completely erase the mystery. Because the witnesses were experienced sailors who spent their lives on the ocean. More than 100 years later, the U-28 encounter remains one of the most fascinating maritime mysteries. Was it a giant squid? A whale? An unknown creature from the deep? Or something that science has never discovered? The ocean covers more than 70% of our planet. And yet, much of it remains unexplored. Every year, scientists discover new species hidden in the darkness. So perhaps the question is not whether monsters exist. Perhaps the real question is, how much of the ocean is still hiding from us? Because sometimes, the most terrifying stories are not the ones that come from fantasy. They are the ones that come from real people who were there. People who looked into the darkness and saw something looking back. If you enjoyed this journey into one of the ocean's greatest mysteries, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to Mysteries from the Orb for more unexplained stories from around the world. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a new mystery. And share this video with someone who loves strange encounters, forgotten history, and the secrets hidden in the unknown. Because there are still countless mysteries waiting to be discovered.